Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Lisa's Love and Light. Pain, grief, trauma, and despair. These are the things that will happen if you give up on yourself. Therefore, the topic of discussion today is never give up on yourself, is the topic of discussion today. Sometimes people get discouraged, get tired, and get discouraged. Never, ever allow these feelings, these emotions to stop you from healing, from taking care of yourself. Never allow these things to stop you from moving forward. Because if you stop taking care of you, know that your mental and physical health will always suffer. And there's nobody there to help you. You have to do the work. One day at a time, one step at a time. It's not easy. If it was easy, everybody would do it. Everybody would be on this healing journey. But it's not easy. But at the end, guys, it's well worth it. Because when you take care of your physical and your mental health, then you can move forward. When you don't take care of it, you stay stuck and stagnated in a place of pain, hurt, trauma, despair. But when you move forward, you can take care of yourself and everything else around you. But when you are in a place of not being able to move forward, you can't take care of yourself or anything else. So even though it's difficult, keep moving forward. One of the things I've learned with this whole healing journey, two things. One of the things is never to carry anybody else's burden, because that's what I was doing, guys. I was carrying my burdens and carrying other people's burdens. The metaphor I always use is seeing myself climbing a mountain with a ton of bricks on my back. That is, the load is heavy and it's weighing me down each step that I take. And I had to learn as I started to heal self care and self love that these are not my burdens. These burdens belong to somebody else. And I learned to take those bricks and throw them off my back, because I am not here and I am not meant to carry anybody else's burdens. And then I learned to give my own burdens to God so that I can stay focused on this path of healing, this journey to heal. Because as I heal and I talk about ways that I've done this, I'm helping you guys as well through my own personal experiences. Because if I can do it without having a physical support system, and when I say God, God is here to help me. But I mean, I didn't have friends, I didn't have family, I didn't have any support system in the physical except for therapy. Um, and I had to do the work. This wasn't something that I could just sit back and say, okay, I'm healed. I had to put in the work, one step at a time, one day at a time. Nothing venture is nothing gain. One day at a time, one brick at a time, guys. And it doesn't happen overnight. It takes a while to go to do this work, because it means that we have to look in the mirror, look at ourselves, look at our pain, address the elephant that's in a room that keeps growing, and people keep walking around it and pretending it's not there. Well, when you get on this journey to heal, you have to look at the elephant in the room. You have to address it, especially when you want to heal. You have to look at the pain, the hurt, and that's the only way to heal it. And what I had to do is find creative ways to get through the pain. And what I had to do is set strong boundaries, because those boundaries help me to stay focused on the healing, focus on the journey. because as it gets harder and harder, um, you want to throw in the towel and say, forget this. But really, do you really want to do that? Because if you do that, you're giving up on yourself. And we are to never give up on ourselves. It doesn't matter who wants what, why, where, and the particulars. We must keep moving forward to take care of our physical and mental health, because without that, we can't take care of ourselves or anything else around us. So we are in human form. Because we are human, we have good days where we feel like we can accomplish so much. And then there are those days we can barely get up out of the bed because of whatever is going on with us those particular days. And it's okay if you slack a little, but the next day get right back on the horse and keep going. That's how you win. And that's how you take your power back from those who are bringing toxicity or trying to ride your coattail, um, using you as a doormat and expecting you to be subservient to their needs while neglecting your own needs. This is how you win, is to take back your power, do the work to heal, look at yourself in the mirror every day and tell yourself, I am worth it. Doesn't matter what anybody else think or what they're saying. That's noise. Don't let the noise overcome the work that you need to do on yourself. Don't let the noise tune out all the hurt and the pain that you need to heal so that you can self-care, self-love, and move forward. It is so important, guys, to keep doing that, to stay focused, because if we lose focus, then we are losing the focus on continuing to help ourselves to grow, heal, and evolve. It is so important to do that. And as you set these strong boundaries, remember this: look at things from a different perspective. Because before the healing process, I had this broken way of thinking and this broken mindset of doing things. But as I learned to heal and look at the pain and address the elephant in the room, I learned to look at things from a different perspective. By looking at things from a different perspective, it helped me to figure out ways to heal and to get things done a different way. And it's like I always use the metaphor of algebra formulas. And I use the example of the end result of the number being the answer being 5. Well, this guy over here is doing the formula one way, and I'm over here doing it another way. It doesn't matter as long as we meet up at the end result, which is the number 5, and we both have that number. Whatever helps you to heal, grow, and evolve, then you stay on that path to do so, especially when you are seeing the results. You don't give up, and never allow anyone to cause you to regress to back to what you used to be, because all your hard labor and work um, will take a turn for the negative. And also set these strong boundaries so that you don't get distracted by the toxicity that we see around us today. If you can minimize it, do everything in your power to minimize it. And also reiterate to folks that, hey, I set these boundaries. I need a time out to heal, to take care of me. And if someone doesn't understand that, perhaps you need to look at, do a pro and con list as to why they're in your energy, your space, your life. And I had to do this over and over again. And also, don't be afraid to say no. I used to be afraid of that because people would just not be bothered with me anymore. But I had to learn to love me and that I'm worth it. And I just recently told somebody no. They don't like it. They feel some kind of way. And the reason why they feel some kind of way is because they are used to the old version of yourself, the one who was subservient to their needs, the one that was a doormat, the one that was acting as an ATM to everything that they needed, but neglected everything I needed. Never neglect yourself just to make somebody else comfortable. Keep moving forward. And people who really care about you and want to see you win, they're going to understand your boundaries. They're going to be there in your corner. And those who don't want to see you win, and that's okay too, because you set the strong boundaries. Remember, guys, people, situations, and circumstances come into our life for a reason, a season, a lifetime, or a lesson. And when we learn those lessons, we don't have to stay on that wheel and repeat over and over and over again, because every time that wheel spins, the lesson gets harder and worse and worse. The same scenario, different characters, but the same lesson, but worse. And I chose to learn them so I can close those doors. And this is how you win, people. When you don't stay in a place of bitterness, you learn to forgive yourself and you forgive others. The forgiveness is you so that you can take back your power and you can live your life. You can, instead of just existing and not staying in a place of bitterness, let that go so that you can open up these new doors over here that God has for you. Better situations, better people, better things that's going to come into your life as you forgive and close the doors to the past, because it no longer fits who you are today. Keep moving forward, keep uplifting yourself. Take time out for yourself on a daily basis because it helps your mental and physical health to grow. Stay in a place around people who are going to uplift you and encourage you instead of those who want to see you broken down, busted, and disgusted. Remember to take your power back and learn to turn that pain into power, power into a purpose, purpose into paying it forward to help others as well as helping yourself. That is the message today, guys. Thank you for being here today. Always remember, I'm not a therapist, social worker, or a counselor. I'm just someone who went through everything that I spoke about here, and I'm an overcomer. And I'm teaching others through my own experiences that resonate with them how to be an overcomer too, and to live your life to the fullest. This is Lisa, shedding love and light. Thank you for being here today. Hit that subscribe button for me, please, so that you know when I'm on live, because I can't dedicate or commit to a time. And then you will always get a notification when I'm here, and you can join me here as well. Thank you again, and have a good evening, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye for now.